Hi, Darko. We've spoken a little bit about M&A, but I'd like to dive deeper into M&A as a business strategy. Some people just say, use your organic growth, grow out of your own profits. Other people like to use M&A as a really specific strategy. What are the strengths and weaknesses of each?
Well, I mean, if you grow organically, it's basically much more predictable. You need to focus on your processes. You need to ensure that you've got enough resources in order to deliver and to grow the business. And that's it. Now, on the other side, organic growth has its constraints. It's sometimes very hard to enter new markets. It's hard to expand into new verticals. It's sometimes hard to add certain product features, certain intellectual property that you could use, and so forth. So, for all of those cases, it definitely does make sense to consider M&A as a growth strategy, and basically invest or acquire companies that basically fill one or the other gap that you see for your company.
And do you ever need to have slowing growth to do M&A, or is it okay to buy another company even though your own rate of growth is growing?
I think you can do that in any case, because even if you're still growing fast, you might encounter a plateau in the very near future or in the near future. And investing into other companies and acquiring them can basically raise the bar quite a bit, because you're much faster in acquiring resources, for example, enough people to do certain things, or like I mentioned earlier, to enter a new market or to augment your product strategy. So.
And can you share with us any experiences or successful examples you've had from your history of M&A as a strategy being used really well?
I mean, in my roles in the management board of NetCetera, one of the leading Swiss software development companies, we have used acquisitions as part of our growth strategy. For example, with a company called Nexperts from Austria, which augmented part of the product features that NetCetera otherwise offered in the market. I've been also involved, for example, in Mimovrste, the largest e-commerce player in Slovenia, which we sold to a company that was using acquisitions as growth strategy. That company was Net Retail Holding, which operated Molčizet in Czech Republic and other countries. And it basically bought into Slovenian market by acquiring Mimovrste. I have also been involved with Cognizant, one of the fastest growing UK startups, active globally, which has used successfully acquisitions as part of its growth strategy. For example, with mail testing in Germany and others in the pipeline. And last but not least, I have been also the very first investor in a company called CleanShelf, which basically does software as a service tracking and management tool, which was very recently acquired by a German company called LeanIX as part of their growth strategy, which also includes acquisitions, in this case primarily for the product, so to augment their features, and also to acquire the customers that CleanShelf had.
Darko, thank you very much for sharing your thoughts on this.
Thanks, Anton. Interested to learn more? Visit www.dg180.ch and get in touch.